Hello, everyone. This is the Waterbury Fire Department. I'm Captain Partridge. This is First New Software Training. Today we're going over the My Shifts, shift trades, and time off functions. In this mixed in is the availability for overtime and what that really truly means and within the software's context. All right, this is the responder screen in which everybody gets when they log in. You're going up to scheduling. Oh, reminder, if you haven't seen the introductory video, that's where you belong first. All right, My Shifts. We're going to scheduling, then to My Shifts. Here we go. I'm an 8 to 5, 5-day week guy. This is what you'll see of me all the time. All right, this is my schedule. You can call up a monthly schedule, a weekly schedule. You can toggle through it, forward a week, back a week, whatever. It gives you a chance to see what you have planned in the future. It would appear in the past if you've had time off in the past. That'll be locked in. You won't be able to adjust it in any way. So you have a permanent record. You can see visually of what's going on. I can select the dates I want to affect when it comes to time off or availability or swaps or shift trades in the parlance of this program by either selecting an individual date by selecting on the digit or by selecting multiple selection over here, and then I can select multiple digits. You notice when this goes to multiple digits, that becomes a done button. So I'm done. And everything I ask for out of these selections will be applied to all 3 of those days. So we're mostly concerned that everybody understands in this section about the availability for overtime. I'm going to set myself as unavailable for those 3 days. I affected all 3 days at once by using the multiple selection button. I'm going to set myself as unavailable for another day by selecting just the digit, change my availability, set as unavailable with the button, and here we are. I've got another day unavailable. Should I want to get rid of those and become available for all those days, as I hover over each unavailable panel, you'll see the X appears, and I can delete it. And my availability has been updated. And I have to affect each individual day separately. There's no way to select multiple days to delete your unavailable selection. All right, so here we are. We've got ourselves in this format here where I'm in the monthly situation. I've been able to affect either multiple days or individual days and set myself as available or unavailable. Right now, the default for everyone on the job is that you are available. Back when we went over your dashboard, and we talked about your time off availability, and we came over and we did your settings by clicking on your name, we went to notifications. And that was where your call shifts notification, your overtime notifications are. When you're available, it's like these are turned on. When you're unavailable, these are turned off. That is the only difference. When you're unavailable, you will not receive texts, emails, phone calls, or push notifications. When you are available, you'll receive your selections that you have made in the past. If your name comes up, the list comes to you, and you're unavailable, you're not going to be told, you're not going to receive these messages there, and you're going to be charged for a day, just like you will lose it, just like you do now. If you're set as available, it'll come to you, you'll get your notification, you'll say yes or no whether you are available for that date, and if you are selected, then if it comes to you on the list, then you'll get a notification again that you've been hired. But once again, the only difference in setting yourself as available or unavailable is whether you're told about the coming overtime opportunities. So on this date, I'm not getting any texts. If it comes to my name, I'm getting charged as if I've done the day. All right. So that is the only difference. Now these other aspects that you can affect here, I'm going to get rid of that as well anyways. The other thing you can affect here is I can select multiple days or a single day, and I can get into my shift trade or time off functions. Most often you're going to be doing that from the app and you're going to access it from another location. So we're going to access it from the menu just like you would in the app. So the first thing we're going to go to is shift trades. I've set up today that Steve Poulin can approve my trades because the assistant chief is not in the office. He's the individual who would do it for me. I'm going to select that tomorrow I want the day off, and I have asked Chief Olinsky to assist me in this demonstration, knowing that full well that he won't come in tomorrow for me at all. So what happens is I put in the request through this situation here where I have my boss and the person I'm going to swap with. I have notified these people that I'm putting this in separately. This is not going to make a big push notification or a text message to wake them up, so to speak. That is just for the overtime. You have to make contact with these people that you're seeking approval. All right, so I'm going to hit submit a request. It's headed to Chief Olinsky right now. So it's appearing on his app or his screen. There'll be a little icon right next to here. He'll see that. He'll go into review and he'll approve it. After that, it's going to go to Steve Poulin, and Steve Poulin is going to approve it. So I can go, let's see, into my history and see where it sits. We tried one earlier. It didn't work so good, so I got denied. But this is the one we're trying right now, right? I initiated. I'm waiting on Chief Olinsky to accept the swap. And then in the end, my supervisor, which we've selected as Steve Poulin, will approve it. Let's see where we are here. We are waiting. Okay, we see now that Chief Olinsky has accepted it. We will check to see if it's on Steve's screen yet. And he's just approved the shift trade for me, the swap for me. So let's take a look at it in real time here. We have to wait. This is a national-based computer system, all right? So it's all out in the cloud. So it does take some time for these things to get through. And it's approved. So remembering that this is a web-based program, I'm going to refresh and see what I got. I've got an approval now. So let's go over to the shift board for tomorrow. And let's look at administration. Let's go to tomorrow and look at that. Chief Olinsky is going to come into the office and cover my shift. I can't wait. So this is what a swap looks like on the shift board. So you see the person who's responsible to come in and you see the person who is normally on the shift. And you see the work type has already been changed to swap. Cancel out of that. So that's how shift trades work. I initiate them on this screen. I decide who I'm going to send them to. And I know who's my boss today because I looked on, I looked on the shift board. And I pick a day and I decide who I'm going to send it to. And I hit submit request, and that process plays out. I know it took a little long there. We have to wait as the system catches up, but obviously these are not critical things to be putting in at the last minute. So let's move on to time off. Even simpler. I look at the shift board. Who's my boss today? Let's say I work at Station 2. Lieutenant Lingard, let's say, if he's my boss today, well, I go over here. I pick the days I want to be off. And am I want full hour, full time, a full day? Do I want specific hours a certain day and then I get to delineate them? I'm on vacation. Maybe instead I know I'm going to have surgery. I'm putting myself in for sick leave. Maybe I have personal leave time. There's all these different things that still fall under the same regulations, the way we act right now. So, instead I'll be on full hours, all these days I want off. If Lieutenant Lingard was my boss, I would start typing that name in there and I would send it to him. All right, I'd submit the request. And all he's got to do is approve it, and it's done. And those days are off. And then they were reflected in the shift board and the calendar of my shifts. And you will have the full ability to check on them, make sure that everything's happening as you had requested. And they'll be reflected in your dashboard. The bank of hours will diminish, as well as the days you're asking for will appear on your dashboard. Notice the vacation that I've taken and the swap that's happening tomorrow. I can't wait. All right. So what have we covered? We've covered my shifts. We've covered that there's multiple selections available, or there's singular selections available. We've covered how to set ourselves as available. And setting ourselves unavailable. We've covered how to get rid of that. We understand that being unavailable just means that we don't hear the call. That's it. They're shut off. And that everyone is defaulted as available. We went through shift trades, and we talked about, we check the shift board to see who the supervisor is going to, and we usually, this is who I can call. After I select my date, well, how do you like that? Tricked me. After I select my date, I have to put in somebody here who will go to first. After I submit the request, it'll go to him for approval. It'll go then to the boss for approval, and then it'll appear on the shift board as all set. Time off's even easier. Select the day, send it to the boss that matters. For me, that's him. For you, it's the guy who's on duty. Check the shift board. Set up your time that you want to be off for. Submit your request. Done. Then, once you can check back later, see if it's been approved, see if it's on the shift board. You're going to see a blank vacancy where you would be on the 14th. There we go. So I'm available for any further teaching you need, any help you need, give me a call. Good luck to you all.